Wispy classic wet effect, and also you can create an eyeliner effect using the method of classic or double classic. Hey guys, we'll be right back to this episode in just a couple seconds. I want you to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Limit Lashes Academy and my training classes. If you are looking to start or grow your lash business, mastering your classic, volume, wispy, or any other techniques, or becoming a lash trainer, I invite you to my newest Lash Pro Masterclass. You can sign up for free by visiting www.lashpromasterclass.com. And I can't wait to see you on the other side. Now let's go back to the episode. Now, my favorite technique, and this is something that I've been playing with for the past couple of months, is Wispy Classic. If you're a lash beginner, I'm going to explain you all the new techniques, all the new trends that you should work as a beginner. And what are the trends for 2024?
You're listening to the Full-Time Lash Artist Podcast. If you want to jumpstart your lash career, you can also watch Cosmi's free lash training at www.fulltimelashartist.com. Let's grow.
Hi, my name is Cosmina. I'm a certified lash artist and also I'm a lash trainer. So we're going to talk and I'm going to show you the new trends of 2024 and what you should focus for this year. So number one, I'm going to start with classic. We all know that classic is the most natural look. How we're going to apply the classic, it's basically one by one. And you're using 0.15. We're talking about beginners. Now, my favorite technique, and this is something that I've been playing with for the past couple of months, is Wispy Classic. How you're going to combine and make the classic as a wispy, because we all know that you only use 0.15, or some people, they also work with 0.18. I'm not a fan of 0.18, 0.20 and up from here, because that becomes extremely thick for the natural lashes. So what I usually recommend for my students, and what I usually do in my case, I only play with 0.15 for classic. Now, going back to Wispy Classic, how you're going to do the combination between long, short. So here is what we're gonna do. You can take a note and you can write everything down. So you can use a combination between 0.15 and also 0.10 for thickness. You can also play with two different type of curls. In my case, and what I usually recommend, because it's the most natural and you're not going to see that type of dramatic texture, you can work between C and a D, or you can work between C and a CC. Sometimes I use the same curl, so it doesn't have to be played by two curls. So going back, we're going to do 0.15 for the longest length, and then we're going to stay short with 0.10. 0.10, you can pick two lashes together and make the double as classic. So you're going to pick two lashes from the container, and then you're going to apply them exactly like you apply classic. And then at the end of the set, you're going to see one up, one down, one down. Now, how you're going to create that type of texture to see the different type of lengths between, you usually go 3 millimeters up, 3 millimeters down. So if your classic application, which is one by one, is 13 millimeters, then your double classic on the bottom should be around 10 or 11. I usually recommend to play with 3 millimeters because you really want to see that type of texture. But consider how to create a wispy classic. You want to make sure that you have a lash line full of natural lashes, meaning your client have layers of natural lashes. You cannot really do something like this if your client have very less natural lashes, sparse, gap lashes, and also very thin and fragile natural lashes. So in this case, I will not do anything like this because you need to play with a lot of lens. So this is how I create my wispy classic. So that's my first technique and first style. Second, it will be wet effect. How you're going to create the wet effect. So here we're going to talk about up to 3, 4, 5 lashes together. So you're going to pick 2 lashes from the container. You never make any fans. We're not talking about volume. We all stay together with classic. Now you can pick 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything that goes more than 5, it will be too dramatic. So I wouldn't recommend to go more than 5 lashes together. Now, of course, the more you use the lashes, the more lashes you're going to pick in your tweezer, the less you have to choose the thickness. When you pick 2 lashes, then you can easily use 0.10. If you're thinking that you want to create a dramatic wet, then you can pick 3, 4 lashes, but you have to go down on the thickness. And that should be either 0.7 or 0.05. There are people, and I'm going to explain you this from my personal experience. I have clients that they have very tiny lashes, very blonde lashes, and I don't want to create classic because obviously you're not going to see a much difference. So in that case, what I usually do, I use 0.03, right? The very thin thickness, and grab a bunch of lashes, maybe 5, 6, 7, not like you make a mega volume, a little bit less than that. You're going to grab a bunch of lashes. You're going to keep them together, you go in the glue and you apply on the natural lashes. They become very, very thin because you're using the thinnest thickness, but you're going to see a little bit more darker effect for those type of clients. Now, how you're going to keep the lashes together, because sometimes when you grab the lashes from the case, they may open a little bit, they may open volume, so we don't want that. What I usually suggest and what I usually explain to my students as well, grab a micro swab, wet the micro swab and touch the tip of the extensions and then brush, and they easily separate in chunks, like chunks of lashes. So when you grab them from the strip, it will be easier for them to stay closed. Just try this technique at home and then you will see the difference. So wispy classic, wet effect, and also you can create an eyeliner effect using the method of classic or double classic. So eyeliner effect, I usually recommend to work either L or either M. My favorite curl to create those type of effects is M curl by Limit Lashes, which is my own brand. Now, using M, same situation. You're going to pick 2 or 3 lashes. You can either use 0.10 for picking 2, or you can use 0.07 to grab more. And how you're going to create the eyeliner effect, you're going to apply them exactly like classic, one by one. And remember, eyeliner effect is the very, very small and very, very short in the inner corner, and then you're going to go with this beautiful transition, almost like a cat effect, almost like a cat eye, but you're using the M, so you will be a little bit more sharp. Beautiful texture at the end. Again, you can easily work with this even if you're at the beginning, even if you only know how to apply classic. That's even better because you're not going to get confused between classic and volume. So remember, wispy classic, a combination between a lens. You can use 0.15 for the spike, you can use 0.10 for doubles, 2 to 3 lashes on the bottom. And then wet effects, all the lashes are going to be picked together. And then the eyeliner effect using 0.10 or 0.07 M curl, so you can see that dramatic sharp at the outer corner. So Focus on those new trends. Even if you're at the beginning, you can give them a try on the mannequin or give them a try on those little cosmetic sponges, and then start offering those sets to your clients, because in those days everybody wants more classy, more natural. People are not looking for that dramatic lash line. There are people, of course, and don't get me wrong, there are people that they want super dramatic, a full volume, but most of the people now, they're looking for natural sets. And also, don't go anywhere, because I'm going to play another playlist right here where you can see exactly how to create the wet effect.
If you got a passion for lashes, let me see it. It's time to level up. If you need me to, I'll teach you my 6-figure secret. Better believe it, cause I believe in you. You're listening to the Full-Time Lash Artist Podcast. If you want to jumpstart your lash career, you can also watch Cosmi's free lash training at www.fulltimelashartist.com. Let's grow.